Welcome inside the Emerson Gym at the Haas Athletic Center, the campus of Wheaton College in Norton, Massachusetts. Today we have women's volleyball action for the final game of today's tri-match here at Wheaton College. It's a non-conference matchup between the Wheaton College Lions versus the Salem State University Vikings. This is Sal Lopez in the call today for the New Max Sports Network, and we welcome you into the broadcast. Wheaton College starting off the season at 2-0. They've played 2 games so far, Thursday night against UMass Dartmouth and earlier today against Emmanuel. Salem State lost their first match of the season in 3 sets a couple moments ago. They took on the last match versus Emmanuel. Wheaton College earlier today in the 11 o'clock match, winning their first match against Emmanuel in 3 sets, 25-11, 25-22, 25-23. 12 service aces for the Lions. They outnumbered Emmanuel in the total kills column, 35-18. It was Emily Hickey, the match leader, who had 8 total kills for Wheaton. And then 3 players tallied in with 4 kills each, Bailey Magic, Anna Shaheen, and Sydney Lyon, as Lyon also rallied off 5 straight service aces in a row in the first set. Hannah George had 27 assists, a match high, and Sophie Wilhelm tallied in 16 digs for Wheaton. For Salem State, they lost their first match today in a 1 o'clock matchup against Emmanuel in 3 sets, 25-18, 25-13, 25-15. Gracie Daly was the kill leader for Salem State. She had 5. And Grace Murphy had 15 total assists. They happened to allow 16 total service aces in the first match to Emmanuel, as that was Salem State's first match of the season. And they're also playing 9 first-year players who played in their first match earlier today. So big difference here between these two teams entering this matchup. Wheaton College in their home floor with returning their roster. 9 of 13 players returned in the offseason from last season's team, which posted 15 victories. Salem State only had 6 victories last season, and they happen to restock in the offseason, and a bunch of new faces as they have 9 first-year players on this Vikings roster. Salem State, their top 3 players who returned were Abigail O'Connor, the junior middle hitter from Guilford, New Hampshire. She was the kill leader for the Vikings last season. Ella Speedle, also a captain with O'Connor, returns, the junior middle hitter, outside hitter from Beverly, Massachusetts. And then the setter is Ava Haralabato, sophomore from Melrose, Mass., which was top 5 in the MASCAC last season in service aces. For Wheaton College, they returned basically the majority of their roster, only graduated 2 players from last season. And they happen to return their top 4 or 5 kill leaders, their number 2 setter, their top 2 of 3 dig leaders from last season. And it also includes 6 players who returned that played at least 80 sets from 2021 for Wheaton. That includes their top kill leader, Bailey Madrick. She had 14, a team high. A match high against UMass Dartmouth on Thursday night. Hit .650 in the opening night game. Anna Shaheen is back, as she had 4 kills in the last match against Emmanuel. Emily Hickey had a team high, match high, 8 kills against Emmanuel in the first match today. Joanna Flack also back for Wheaton. And then the setter, Hannah George, Sophie Wilhelm, Captain Libero, alongside Ariana Rajahi on the back line. This will be the second all-time meeting between these two programs, as we will be starting in a couple of moments from now here inside the Emerson Gym at the Haas Athletic Center in Norton, Massachusetts. Wheaton College with a lone victory in the series back in 2016 in 3 sets. Wheaton College looking to see if they can start off on a high note once again at 3-0. Salem State looking to see if they can pull off a gigantic upset here, as we'll be starting off shortly. Starting lineups coming up next. Sal Lopez in the call today. Match number 3, the tri-match here at Wheaton College. As we'll have starting lineups coming up next here on the New Max Sports Network.
today's NCAA Division III women's volleyball match featuring the visiting Salem State University Vikings and your Wheaton College Lions. Wheaton College is a new match in the NCAA promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory comments, homophobic remarks, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is prohibited. And now let's meet the starting lineups for the visitors, Salem State. Our first-year defensive specialist from Plymouth, Massachusetts, number 6, Mackenzie Huber. A first-year setter who's playing libero from Lynn, Massachusetts, number 11, Samantha Tone. A junior middle hitter from Beverly, Massachusetts, number 13, Ellis Slidell. A senior middle hitter from Ward, Massachusetts, number 15, Charlotte Orth. Our first-year outside hitter from Millis, Massachusetts, number 16, Kayla Sullivan. A sophomore setter from Melrose, Massachusetts, number 17, Eva Verlapo-Miles. A junior middle hitter from Guilford, New Hampshire, number 19, Abigail O'Connor. The Vikings are coached by Karen McNulty. Now let's meet your Lions. Junior center from St. Petersburg, Florida, number 7, Juliana Black. A senior defensive specialist from Marlborough, Connecticut, number 12, Ariana Rajahi. A junior middle hitter from Weathersfield, Connecticut, number 18, Megan Kelleher. A first-year outside hitter from Weston, Connecticut, number 21, Sydney Wyatt. A first-year outside hitter from Atwater, California, number 27, Selena Henn. A junior defensive specialist from San Marcos, California, the libero, number 32, Isabel Coca. A first-year middle hitter from Fuquay Marina, North Carolina, number 33, Julia Winkler. The Lions are coached by Frank Latorno, assisted by Locke Jin Yao.
And we welcome you back inside the Emerson Gym at the Haas Athletic Center here on the campus of Wheaton College in Norton, Massachusetts. This is the final match today of the tri-match being played at Wheaton College. Wheaton College will go with the blue jerseys for this matchup, white numbers, white letters. And Salem State will go in the dark blue uniforms for this matchup here, orange numbers, orange letters with a white outline for the Vikings. Wheaton College record of 2-0 in the season, winning both their matches in 3 sets Thursday night against UMass Dartmouth. And then earlier today in the 11 o'clock game against Emmanuel, Emmanuel pushed them close in sets number 2 and 3. It was 25-22 in set 2, 25-23 in set 3. Different liberos for this matchup. Number 32, Isabel Coca, the junior defensive specialist from San Marcos, California, will get the start at libero in white for Wheaton. And then in white and orange for Salem State, that is number 11, Samantha Thone. Who will get the start for Salem State. It's a different look for the Lions as they start Joanna Flack, Ariana Rajahi, Megan Kelleher, Sydney Lyon, Selena Henn, Isabel Coca, and Julia Wingler. They'll be the visitors to start off the serve. Number 11, Samantha Thone serves. That's number 17, Ava Haralabatos, the setter. Free ball over the net by Hubert. Set by Flack, poked over. Cross court hit off to Rajahi. Outside attack. What a spot at the corner right there to start things off. That is Julia Wingler. First point in the match for Wheaton. Wingler, in her third game of her collegiate career, first-year player from Fuquay Varina, North Carolina. Played in the back row. Volleyed over the net by Selena Henn. Henn played in her first match of this season earlier today against Emmanuel. And that finds its way down the near line. That's a point by Megan Kelleher to go up 2-0 for Wheaton. Quick substitution for Salem State. Number 16, Kayla Sullivan, will substitute out of the game for number 18, Presley Shares. Wingler serves. Played to the back row by Thone, and out. Went wide towards the Salem State bench. That's an ace by Julia Wingler. Salem State allowed 16 service aces in the first match today against Emmanuel. Wheaton, as a team, had 12 total service aces in their first match today. Put down the far side, tapped over, and it will be a point for Salem State. It's going to be a lift at the net charged to the Lions. That'll be the first point of the match for the Vikings. Diving dig by Rajahi. The set by Flack. Free ball opportunity for the Lions. Flack with a set. Goes outside of Henn. Too strong past the back service line. That's 2 points in a row for the Vikings. Here's Presley Shares, first-year player from Salem, Mass, who will serve. Serve gets played first by Lion. Henn tips it over. Thone. Free ball by Orth. The set by Flack goes outside. That's Henn who goes cross court and gets her first kill of the match. Selena Henn played one set against Emmanuel in the first match today. She had 2 total kills on 6 total attacks. And here's Joyanna Flack, who will serve now, the junior from St. Petersburg, Florida. She had 8 total assists on Thursday. In the third set, gets the ace. Goes off Mackenzie Hubert. And that will lead to a quick timeout taken by Karen McNulty of Salem State. 5-2 early in set number 1. Wheaton College leads in their final match today in Norton, Massachusetts, part of the tri-match. As we'll be back in a couple moments from now, this is Sal Lopez on the broadcast of the NewMax Sports Network as Wheaton leads 5-2. Back to action at the Emerson Gym inside the Haas Athletic Center here in Norton, Massachusetts. 5-2 in set 1. Wheaton College leads. Juliana Flack will serve. Put over the nets by Dawn Eisner. Hen off the block, gets the kill. Second one of the match by Selena Hen, the first-year outside hitter from Atwater, California. Hen now up to 4 total kills today, 2 in each match. 2 early on in this match. That'll be a service error for Wheaton. Played at the back by Coca. Magic with a roll shot. Top kill leader from last season. And a point for Wheaton. So Bailey Magic, number 4, now into the match. Had 14 kills against UMass Dartmouth in the opening night on Thursday. 4 kills today against Emmanuel. The serve is too long by Hen. Hen, first one to play it. They go outside. That time with a kill, it's Sydney Lyon. Lyon with a strong start this season, 4 kills in both of her matches. The first-year player from Weston, Connecticut. Coca serves. Just missing the mark. And Wheaton's giving Salem State some points here through missing these serves. So that's 3 service errors, translating to 3 of the 5 points by Salem State. And it's an attacking error charged to Wingler, missing just wide. So Salem State here, through the Wheaton mistakes, hanging in this matchup as they got swept in 3 sets earlier today against Emmanuel, 25-18, 25-13, 25-15. Ariana Raji, he now serves. Sends it cross court. Sent to the back, played by Hen. Lyon. Too strong. Looked like she tried to put it off a defender, just floated it over to defense though. Salem State, coached by Carrick McNulty in their 6th season. Best record of 14-11 back in 2018. That 14-win season in 2018 was the most wins in program history since 2002. McNulty, previously a women's volleyball head coach at UMass Lowell for 21 seasons. She recorded 20-plus wins in 8 of those seasons. Tapped over, just missing wide by Salem State. Craig Letourneau, the head coach for Wheaton in his 12th season, has turned around the Lions volleyball program here. Past 4 seasons, record of 82 victories and 41 losses. Now be an ace by Sydney Lyon, who will get the ball again. Strong serve, cross court off of Roach. Diving dig by Lyon. Push the outside of Hen. Sends it back to Thone. Rajahi. Hen again. Back to Hone. Haralabatos. Off it goes to Lyon. Push to the corner. And that's a Wheaton point. Joya Wingler, great awareness that there was nobody there for the Salem State defense. Out to the back corner. Lyon serves. She gets the ace. Score is now 13-7 Wheaton. There have been 0 kills by Salem State so far in this match. 8 total kills by Wheaton. The Lions allowing Salem State to get their points through service errors and attacking errors. Tipped over the net by hand blocked. And that'll be a Wheaton point by Julia Wingler. Now Wheaton doubling up Salem State in the first set. And the first-year players making an impact. Selena Henn, 3 total kills. She leads Wheaton. Julia Wingler with a kill. Now a block to her total. And a service ace. Henn diving dig to keep it alive. Wingler at the front of the net. It'll be a point for Wheaton. It's a touch, the net charge to Salem State. The Lions starting to get on a run now with Sydney Lyon, who will serve. Floats the serve. She gets the ace. Goes off of Presley Shares. And Wheaton College getting their momentum right now, and they are finding it in this matchup. 16-7 in the first set. Wheaton leads the final match today of today's tri-match here in Norton, Massachusetts. We'll be back in a couple moments on the New Max Sports Network. And welcome back into Wheaton College, the Emerson Gym at the Haas Athletic Center. Sal Lopez in the call today in the New Max Sports Network. 16-7, Wheaton College leads. Diving dig by Coca. Henn. Strong hit off the net. Free ball by Shares. And it's too long. Smart decision by Sydney Lyon to know where the court line ends and elect not to play it. Salem State, 7 points on the board, but they've yet to record a kill as a team in this match. 10 total kills by Wheaton. That's an ace by Lyon. Skids it off of Samantha Thone. And once again, Lyon will serve. That's 4 service aces by Lyon. Lyon had 5 in the first set in a row against Emmanuel. 5 total in that first match. That hit just missed the line. According to the line judge right there, look close. Lyon receiving significant playing time today and capitalizing upon it. That serve is strong, cross court. Roll shot sent by Ella Speedle. Flack, put over the net by a Wingler. Diving dig by number 5, Kaylee Roach, but they couldn't send it over. Selena Henn, Julia Wingler, both with 3 kills. Sydney Lyon with 4 service aces and a kill. That's the first-year class. with the Lions showing their depth this weekend through their roster. Poked over the net by Wingler. That was a tough set by Flack. Blocked again, Wingler and Flack there. And it goes out off of Mackenzie Hubert, which puts the score Wheaton 21, Salem State 7. Strong serve by Lyon. Off Hubert. Cross court hit by Speedle. Wingler goes to the back row by Thone. Nice save by Coca over the net. Cross court diving dig by Rajahi. Great defense by the Lions. Backwards tap by Wingler. Here goes Wingler. She gets the kill. Set up by Flack. That's incredible defense right there by the Lions. Multiple diving digs, laying it all out on the court. Lyon will keep on serving. Strong serve to the back row. Third hits a free ball. The set by Flack. Outside they go. Hen. Just missing. Close right there, but inches away from the back service line. 8 points by Salem State, all recorded through Wheaton service errors or attacking errors. 5 attacking errors by Wheaton, 3 service errors by the Lions, leading to those 8 points by Salem State. Looks like the hit went wide of the antenna as the Lions will get point number 23 of the first set. Here's Julia Wingler who will serve. She's got the match high 5 kills. Now her second service ace in the match. The aces are piling up right now for the Lions. Emmanuel at 16 in the last matchup against Salem State. Wheaton now with 6 as a team in the first set. Rajahi with a dig. Flack. Missed the set right there. Looked like she could have went to the outside. Instead, went towards Kelleher, who mistimed the jump. Tapped over by Flack. Skids off the net. And then Flack wasn't able to put it over. And since we're on set point, that's the first kill in the match by Salem State. And a service error to finish up the first set. (25-10), Wheaton College takes set number 1 over Salem State today. As we are in the final match of today's tri-match coming up, we will have set number 2 here in Norton, Massachusetts, inside the Emerson Gym at the Haas Athletic Center. Join us back in a couple of moments as Sal Lopez on the call today on the NewMax Sports Network as Wheaton College leads 1-0 against Salem State. Back to Wheaton College now inside the Emerson Gym at the Haas Athletic Center in Norton, Massachusetts. Sal Lopez on the call today on the New Max Sports Network. Wheaton College winning set number 1, 25-10. They have switched sides in the court. Wheaton will go right to left with the blue jerseys, white numbers, white letters, and the royal blue uniforms. And Salem State dark blue uniforms, orange numbers, orange letters. They are left to right on the court. Impact by Wheaton through their first-year class. Julia Wingler, top kill leader. She has 5 total kills in that first set, along with 2 service aces. Selena Henn had 3 kills. And then Sydney Lyon had 1 kill with 4 service aces so far. With Wheaton with 7 service aces as a team, outnumbering Salem State in the kill department 12-1. Wheaton hitting .296 as a team. Salem State in a negative category at the moment. The lone kill was by Charlotte Orth at the end of set 1 for Salem State. So Wheaton gets the ball to serve to start off set number 2 into the hands of Juliana Flack at the moment. So a little bit of a delay on the court at the moment here. But it will be Wheaton ball to start things off. So it's been clarified. And the Lions will start the serve here as we get underway for set number 2. Flack sends it too deep. It's a point for Salem State. Number 12, Gracie Daly, first-year player from Peabody, Mass. Serves. Off the block goes by Henn. Right past Roach for the kill. And now Selena Henn will get the ball to serve. She's up to 4 kills. Number 2 in the match behind Wingler. Henn will get the ace. This weekend has really shown the depth of Wheaton's roster for the season with the impact that the first-year players have made throughout the lineup. Hollis Hansen, Sydney Lyon, Selena Henn, Julia Wingler. That's a kill. First one in the match by number 2, Hollis Hansen. Hansen, the middle hitter from Parker, Colorado, made an impact on Thursday night with 6 kills, 2 assisted blocks, hit .500 for the match against UMass Dartmouth. That's an ace by Selena Henn. Henn serves. Off throw gets another one. The service ace number keeps on running up for Wheaton into the double-digit columns now. That's number 10. Emmanuel had 16 service aces in the last match versus Salem State. Wheaton with 12 service aces in the first match earlier today against Emmanuel. Time is stopped before the serve, so they will retry again with the first-year player Selena Henn from Atwater, California. Henn made her debut today. She did not play in the first match of Wheaton's schedule on Thursday night against UMass Dartmouth. Once again, clarification going on at the scorer's table, but hitting percentage in this match, total difference, .345 by Wheaton. Negative territory for Salem State. That's at negative .053. 14 assists by the Lions to just 1 by Salem State. Salem State with just 1 kill total in the first set with Charlotte Orth. And it was on the last point that Salem State got. Salem State scored 10 points in the first set. It was 25-10 in set 1. So both of these teams, difference between players returned in the offseason, totally different. Wheaton College, majority of the roster came back. 9 of 13 players returned from last season's team. And then Salem State have 9 new first-year players that made their debut today. So they only returned 3 of 6 starters from last season. So a totally different lineup for Salem State. As looks like we're on a delay at the moment here. We get the officials at the scorers table. And now they get it finalized, so we will get back to action. So back to action, and Wheaton will get the ball with Hen. Strong serve, played first by Daly. Roll shot. Goes off 2 Wheaton defenders. And that's a point for Salem State. So that's Abigail O'Connor, who gets the kill, the top kill leader for Salem State last season. And that's kill number 2 in the match for the Vikings. And this will be O'Connor who will serve. And she just misses the spot there down the near side. Service error charged to O'Connor. Hollis Hansen, 3 service aces Thursday night against UMass Dartmouth, serves here. Down the far side, Salem State looking to track it down. Poked over the net. That's a point for the Vikings. Ella Speedle with some great awareness, number 13, just to punch it over with that type of spin down the far side of the floor. Roll shot over the net by Hen. Diving dig, chance for a free ball. Coca, Shaheen off the block. That goes high. And Anna Shaheen gets the point. (7-3) for Wheaton right now. Sophie Wilhelm, the senior captain from Saunderstown, Rhode Island, as she now will come into the game to serve. Wilhelm sends it off to Kayla Sullivan. Free ball. Tipped to the front of the net by Kelleher. Off of a Viking defender, and Kelleher will get the point. Miscommunication between Salem State. That ball was in the air for quite a bit of time, but nobody was able to get underneath it. Sullivan plays it. Harlabatos over the net. And the Vikings earn a point. Salem State now will serve number 6, Mackenzie Hubert. And it goes short. That's the 3rd service error for the Vikings. 4 by Wheaton today. Anna Shaheen now will serve. And they trade service errors. Samantha Thone serves. Hen puts it over, finds a spot to get a point. Four kills now for Selena Hen. first-year players today and throughout the course of this weekend really making an impact for this Wheaton College Lions squad. It'll be Isabel Coca to serve, number 32, in white and blue for this matchup. And Coca missed the mark. So some opportunities to take away from this matchup for Wheaton is that they're hitting the ball extremely well, .394 hitting percentage, but they've allowed Salem State to earn points through service errors and attacking errors. 6 service errors by Wheaton, just 3 by Salem State in this match. That's an ace for Salem State. That's their first ace of the match. That's by Kaylee Roach, number 5. Roach serves to the back row, play by Shaheen Coca. Hen puts it over. Thone. They go outside. Off the block, sent by Speedle. Blocked at the net. And a point for Salem State. And Craig Letourneau will look to talk things over here right now. This has suddenly become a close second set. 10-8, Wheaton leads in set number 2. Timeout on the floor for Wheaton now. 17 kills for the Lions on 35 total attacks in the match. Salem State with 4 kills. They have 3 in the second set. They only had 1 total kill in the first set. That's on 22 attacks. And that negative hitting percentage number has climbed up now to above 0. So Salem State hitting now .091 in the match. Wheaton College at .371. We'll be back in a couple moments from now. Sal Lopez in the call today on the New Max Sports Network. Wheaton College leads set number 2 against Salem State, 10-8. Back to action. Salem State will get the ball here to serve. Number 5, Kaylee Roach. Roach again back from the timeout. Gets the ace. Salem State starting to find something here with a first-year setter from Bellrica, Mass. She might have a third coming up. That gets saved by Coca. Free ball sent over the net by Wheaton. Speedle. That's number 12, Gracie Daly, who wasn't able to send it over. So now it goes back to Wheaton with a serve. It's Juliana Flack, number 7. She serves a strong ace right there. Across the floor off of Daly, who wasn't able to put it out in front. (12-9) Wheaton. Sent to Flack. Hickey. Roll shot to the back, played by Thone. Free ball. Crushed. Hollis Hansen with a big-time kill right there off the free ball. Straight line serve dug up by Daly. And an attacking error charged to Charlotte Orth. So now, once again, Wheaton starting to find their momentum. as we are past the midway stage of set 2. That skipped off the net. Great job to play it, though, for the Vikings. Coca going cross court. Selena Hen, beautiful spot in the court of play, gets the kill. Set up by the assist by Anna Shaheen. And an ace out of it there by Shaheen. Poked over. Far side of the floor. Salem State gets their point. So 16-10, Salem State hanging in here in the second set. That's Joanna Flack, number 7, the one who's been serving for quite a while. She's the assist leader right now for Wheaton with 14 total assists. Coca plays it first. Flack tried to set up Hansen, but too short on the hit. The Vikings are hanging in there for a young roster with 9 first-year players. Hen off the block by Hickey. Nice diving dig by Thone. Played by Coca. The set for a strong kill to the corner. Flack sets up Hansen, who delivers. Hollis Hansen now up to 3 kills in the match. O'Connor off to her teammate at the front of the net. Cross-court hit by Hickey. Poked off the block. Coca. Flack. Whistle blows. And a point for Salem State. It's charged to a double hit by Wheaton. Number 19, Abigail O'Connor serves. Coco first to play it. Flack. And missing just a little bit too much was Hansen. Once again, Salem State staying in this match here. And they get the ace. So Abigail O'Connor, the captain, the top kill leader from last season, serves up the service ace. O'Connor again serves off to Hen. Flack sets up a big crush. Down the near side line, that's number 1, Anna Shaheen. Up to 2 kills now today in this match by Shaheen. Joanna Flack, the assist leader, with 15 total assists now for Wheaton. The assist leader for Salem State is a tie between Ava Haralabatos and Abigail O'Connor, both with 2. Here's the set by Flack. Hickey gets blocked. Flack, Shaheen, cross court, dug up in the back row by Salem State. Poke to the middle, off Flack, Hansen, Hickey. Goes off the block. That time Thone plays it. They go right side, poked over by Orth. Off a block, goes down. (19-14) here in set 2, but Salem State giving Wheaton all they can offer right now. Hen with a service error as Coca checks into the match in place of Hansen. Here's Ava Haralabatos, the setter. Top 5 in the MASCAC last season, averaging 5.10 assists per set. 12 service aces by Wheaton. Just 2 so far today by Salem State, with Kaylee Roach and Abigail O'Connor combining for 1 each. Now Sophie Wilhelm back into the game. She will serve. Set by Haralabatos to the middle. It goes off to Flack. They go outside. Shaheen blocked at the front of the net. That's Presley Shares, number 18, who gets the block. Denies Shaheen and puts 16 points on the board now. The 16th point for Salem State. Kayla Sullivan serves. Played first by Shaheen. It goes over, or it will go before the net. Tough angle right there for Wheaton. Dials up the ace. Third one in the match for Salem State. They do set it over in the third hit. Off Wilhelm. Off Hen. And Coca couldn't track it down either. The Vikings right there, pushing Wheaton in the late stage of set 2. Sullivan serves. Shaheen blocked, put over. Free ball by Haralabatos. The set by Flack goes all the way up to the top, bouncing around. Still playable. And it's a point by Wheaton. Went all the way up to the top of the rafters. That, according to the officials, is still playable, though, if it goes up there. So Anna Shaheen serves. Dug up diving by Thone. Off the block. Sent back. Nice save by Shaheen. But just too much. Went to the front of the net, and Hen wasn't able to track it down. Number 11, Samantha Thone, the setter. First-year player from Lynn, Massachusetts, serves. Off to Wilhelm. Set by Flack. They go outside. And it's going to be called touch of the net by Wheaton. Selena Hen was there, but the Lions called upon the violation. That's a service ace, and this second set's tied up at 21. Resilient, what we have seen from Salem State. And it leads to a timeout taken on the floor by Craig Letourneau of Wheaton. 21-21. Emmanuel battled Wheaton. Extremely close towards the late stage of set 2. And held the majority of the lead through set 3 earlier today. And UMass Dartmouth, they led 22-20 going into the timeout in set 2. Also led 22-20 in set 3, but Wheaton able to battle back. Wheaton yet to drop a set so far this season, as they are 7-0 so far in sets being played. But now we get a tie score against Salem State here at 21-all towards the end of set 2. So we'll be back in a couple moments from now here on the NewMax Sports Network. This is Sal Lopez in the call. 21-all. Set number 2, Wheaton and Salem State. We'll be back in a few moments. Wheaton College has been extremely strong at the very end of sets. We'll see if they can stay that way at the tail end of this set number 2. Blocked at the net. It goes back to the middle. Diving to her left. That was Coca with a dig. Hen sends it over the net. Poked over by Salem State. And it finds its way for the points. That's Abigail O'Connor, the top kill leader last season for Salem State, who takes the lead. That's the first kill in the match by O'Connor. Push to the outside. Hen strikes to the corner, gets the point for Wheaton. Now Wheaton will look to see if they control it through their serves right here with Isabel Coca, the libero for this match. Towards her right, it was a dig by Wilhelm. Poked over by Hen to the middle. A Wheaton point. So the Lions go up 23-22. Coca serves. Coca able to get the ace. Now the Lions on set point here in set 2. Timeout on the court by Carrie McNulty of Salem State. 24-22. Wheaton College leads 1 point away from taking set number 2. As we'll see if they are able to take set 2 once we get back to action here. Wheaton College 1 point away from taking set 2 at home, 24-22 in the second set. This is Sal Lopez in the call today on the Newmax Sports Network. Both of these teams hitting the ball extremely well in the second set. Wheaton College with a hitting percentage of .355 here in set 2. Salem State with a .312 hitting percentage. Coca will serve. Sent over by Speedle. Coca wasn't able to dig it up. It's a kill by Ella Speedle for Salem State to a 1 point second set. Winner at 25 or past 25 will have to win by 2 to take set 2. If Salem State gets this point right here, it goes beyond 25. Kaylee Roach serves. Wilhelm, set by Flack, and it goes out. Hanson mistimed the jump, and we are going beyond 25. Flack with a set, they go outside. Selena Hen finds it off the block with a kill. And once again, Wheaton on set point for another opportunity. Joanna Flack will serve. Sends it down the near side. Blocked at the net. And that's the end of the second set. Emily Hickey with a block. Salem State giving Wheaton College all they got right now through 2 sets. 26-24. Wheaton College takes the second set at home against Salem State today. As Wheaton College leads in their third match of the season, 2-0 against Salem State here, entering set number 3 coming up in a couple moments. Selena Hen, top kill leader for Wheaton. She has 7 total kills in the match. Julia Wingler with 5 total kills. Both of them hitting above 400 in the match today. Selena Hen at 429. Julia Wingler at 556. Right behind Anna Shaheen hitting 600 in the match. She has 3 kills alongside Hollis Hansen and Megan Kelleher. For Salem State, 2 kills each for the top kill leaders. Grace Daly, Charlotte Orth, and Kayla Sullivan. So we'll be back in a couple of moments from now here. Set number 3 coming up in Norton, Massachusetts. As we'll be back in a few moments on the New Max Sports Network. And we welcome you back inside the Emerson Gym at the Haas Athletic Center here on the campus of Wheaton College in Norton, Massachusetts. Salem State gave Wheaton all they could handle in the second set, but Wheaton College still undefeated in sets played this season, as Wheaton has been able to take 8 sets so far that they have played. Wheaton 2-0 in the season, sweeping UMass Dartmouth Thursday night and sweeping Emmanuel College in 3 sets earlier today. 26-9, the Wheaton College leads the kill number at the moment. 8 total kills by Salem State, though. In the second set, they had just 1 kill at the very end of set 1. Salem State now right to left on the floor, as they will serve first with the setter Ava Haralabatos, who gets the ace. It's been a common occurrence as of late for Salem State. Service aces. And that's now 5 as a team. Wheaton has 13. But most of those service aces piled up in the second set for Salem State. That kill opportunity hit the antenna by Sydney Lyons, so that is a point for Salem State. Service error back at her own net by Haralabatos. Hannah George now will serve. Haralabatos sets up a hit too long by Speedle. And that's number 12, Gracie Daly. George again will serve. It's a nice serve that spiraled right in front of Samantha Thone. Results in a Wheaton point. Double hit charge to the Vikings. George will serve again. That time goes cross court. Dug up on the dive by Haralabatos. George with a set. They go Hanson this time. Tips it down the line, gets the kill. Hollis Hansen finds kill number 4 to match. The first-year class are the top 3 kill leaders so far in the match today. Combining for 16 kills, Selena Hen with 7, Julia Wingler with 5, and 4 by Hollis Hansen. And an ace to go along with the next point. That's by Hannah George. George serves again. Straight line, played by Thone. Free ball, crushed. Sydney Lyon sends one right through the defense. George gets the ace. Salem State contemplating to play it or not. Gracie Daly decides to take it down the far line. And it goes right off of her and out. Quick set 3 so far for Wheaton in their favor, 7-2. As they lead against Salem State here in the final match today at today's tri-match in Norton, Massachusetts. Wheaton College hitting .323 as a team at the moment. 28 total kills for the Lions compared to just 9 by Salem State. Salem State with a .050 hitting percentage currently. So we'll be back in a few moments from now here. Sal Lopez in the call today on the New Max Sports Network. Wheaton College looking to see if they can complete the sweep this weekend as they lead third set against Salem State 7-2. Back to action. Wheaton College leads 7-2 against Salem State in the third set. Wheaton up 2-0 against Salem State. Hannah George serves. And once again, another point by Hannah George. Salem State allowing 16 service aces to Emmanuel in their first match. Wheaton is up to 15 now as a team. In the early stage of set 3, that is now 16 as George finds herself another ace. George with plentiful serves against UMass Dartmouth on Thursday. The tail end of this match, trying to get her warmed up again for the trip to New York University next weekend. Too strong on that attack by the Lions, though. And Salem State looking to improve from here. Hansen sends it over the net somehow, some way. Off the block, put over by Wheaton, but there was a touch at the front of the net. So Sydney Lyon, she sent it over, but violation by Wheaton. Gracie Daly, strong serve to the back play by Coca. George off to a hit by Flack. Couldn't keep it on their side. An attacking error for Wheaton. That serve too strong by Daly. Big step up in the schedule next weekend. Wheaton College will have 6 days to prepare for their next opponent, nationally ranked number 7, New York University, as they are in the Big Apple next Friday and Saturday. That's an ace by Sydney Lyon, the first-year player from Weston, Connecticut. Next weekend, Wheaton taking on 3 opponents, all incredibly challenging opponents. New York University, ranked number 7 in the preseason poll. Amherst College and DeSales University. They'll face New York University first next Friday at 8 p.m. Strong kill. Sends it to the back row. That's Anna Shaheen. 4th kill in the match by Shaheen. NYU with a record of 28-2 in 2021. They lost in the NCAA Tournament Regionals last year against Trinity University out in San Antonio, Texas. Amherst College went 16-5 last season, and DeSales University went 19-13. That's another kill by Wheaton, enjoying a flack to the near side corner. When you add up those records, their 3 opponents they will face next season. DeSales went 19-13 last year, Amherst at 16-5, and then NYU at 28-2. That tallies up to be a total combined record of 63 wins and 20 losses last season. That's a big step up in the schedule. Ready for the challenge, and an ace to go along with a point there by Sydney Lyon, making some solid contributions this weekend. Lyon up to 6 service aces. She had 5 in a row in the first match today against Emmanuel. Battle for it, the front of the net. Hansen sent it down off the block. Lyon will serve again. Cross-court play by Sullivan. Put over the nets by O'Connor. Diving dig by Coca to keep it alive. Goes into her own net. Attacking error charged to Abigail O'Connor. Seen some extraordinary defensive plays. That was one of them. Isabel Coca in white and blue for the Lions. Line to serve. Free ball by Roach. George with a set. Hansen gets another kill on the board. That's number 5. We have a timeout taken to the floor right now, 17-5. Wheaton College leading Salem State. The Lions are 8 points away from being undefeated, improving to 3-0 in the season, as Wheaton College is also undefeated through 8 sets so far and on pace to make it 9. We'll be back in a couple moments from now. This is Sal Lopez in the call today in the NewMax Sports Network as Wheaton leads in set 3, 17-5 against Salem State. Join us back in a few moments here. And we're back to action here at Wheaton College, 17-5. The Lions lead in the 3rd set against the Salem State Vikings. With the ball to serve, Sydney Lyon. Over the net by Presley Shares. Coca. Put over cross court by Flack. Roll shot to the back. Lyon, George. They go outside. That's a big strike. Anna Shaheen will kill number 5 of the match. 4 players now for the Lions today have at least 5 kills or greater. Selena Henn with 7, Hollis Hansen with 5, Julia Wingler with 5, and now Anna Shaheen joins the 5 club. Service error that time by Sydney Lyon. Lyon with 6 service aces in this match. She had 5 in the first match, make it 11 the total so far today. Off the hands of Lyon, bounced off a flack and put over the nets. It's going to be a point, though, by Salem State. Right decision right there. Went multiple times off a flack. Coca, George, they go outside. Shaheen finds the spot down the far line. And she's up to 6 kills now for Anna Shaheen. Hollis Hansen will serve. Goes cross court on the serve. Sent over by Speedle. George puts it over the net, try to catch the defense off guard. Another chance. George this time sets up a hit by Flack. Haralabatos wide of the antenna, looking for the set. It's point number 20 for Wheaton. Once again, Hansen will serve. Missed the mark that time, too long. So Wheaton College with their challenging schedule coming up next weekend, Friday nights. The big match against number 7 nationally ranked New York University at NYU in the Big Apple. And then they'll have Amherst College in DeSales a week from today on Saturday. So the next home match for Wheaton, that won't be until they start NEWMAC conference play, hosting Springfield on Tuesday, September 13th at 7 p.m. That time, Flack sends it back at her own net. 2 straight points for Salem State. Salem State still has 6 straight road matches before their first home match. They don't play at home until the end of the month. It's Wednesday, September 28th, at home against Westfield State. Their first conference matchup, that's Wednesday, September 14th at Mass Maritime out in Buzzards Bay. And their next matchup, they will take on a Little East opponent. That's Rhode Island College on Tuesday night at 6 p.m. George off to Shaheen. Finds the corner right there for the kill. 6 kills now for Anna Shaheen. 18 assists by Joanna Flack. And now with Hannah George playing in the third set, she is up to 6 assists. Dug up by Lyon. They will go Shaheen. Shaheen once again gets the kill. Three points away from being 3-0 to start off the season for the Wheaton College Lions as we are towards the tail end of set number 3. Joey on the Flack serves. Thone over the net, sent by Shares. Twist and turn, Hannah George able to get the kill. Great awareness right there to the benefit. Sees the middle of the floor unoccupied. And now the Lions 2 points away. We're starting out 3-0. Flack will serve. Strong serve down the far side. First play by Shares. Over to the back. George sets up a hit off the net by Wingler. Dug up by Lyon. George this time goes Shaheen. Cross court, free ball chance. Volleyed over by Shaheen. Free ball by Shares. George. Wingler to the corner. 6 kills now for Julia Wingler, the first-year player from Fuquay Varina, North Carolina, and puts the Lions on match point. Flack to serve. Free ball. Flack. George. She gets the kill. Once again sends it over when the defense is not expecting it. And Wheaton College starts off the season 3-0 on their home floor, sweeping Emmanuel and now Salem State today in 3 sets. 25-10, 26-24, 25-11. The sets from today: Selena Henn with 7 total kills for Wheaton, Anna Shaheen, Hollis Hansen, Julia Wingler all with 6 total kills. Joanna Flack, Megan Kelleher with 3 kills in the match today. And then 6 service aces by Sydney Lyon as she had 2 kills, along with Hannah George, Bailey Madrick with 2 kills. George finished with 7 assists. Joanna Flack, the top assist leader, she had 20 in this match. For Salem State, their top kill leader had 2 kills each. That was Grace Daly, Charlotte Orth, Kayla Sullivan, and Abigail O'Connor, all with 2 kills each between the 4 players in the match. Wheaton College with a grand total of 37 kills. Salem State with just 10. Wheaton hit a hitting percentage of .364. Salem State with a hitting percentage of .019. We wrap up today. Wheaton College 3-0 on the season. Salem State drops to 0-2. Thank you so much all for joining on the broadcast. This is Sal Lopez today on the NewMax Sports Network as we wrap up here in Norton, Massachusetts. Wheaton College 3-0 to start off the season with a victory today against Salem State. Thanks so much, everybody, for joining in on the NewMax Sports Network.